Hello YouTube universe. This is my very first YouTube video, so please, cut me some slack. It's my first one. Hello, my name is Lindsay. Welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh, so weird saying that. So, just so you guys have a little background to what my channel is about, it is going to be about affordable beauty. So I try to make sure everything on this channel is $30 and under. And so, I'm a believer that, you shouldn't have to break the bank in order to feel and look your best. So I have brought products that I think will be, affordable and get the job done and make you look great. So without further ado, my first video today, we are going to be doing my everyday makeup routine. This is the routine that I always go to every day. Basically, it's what I wear to work every day. So without further ado, let's start. So because of the foundation I'm using today, I will not be using a primer. I usually use a primer if I'm using a normal foundation, but I've been using a CC cream lately just because, as you guys can see, I have really red skin. It's great. So the foundation I'll be using today is the It Cosmetics CC Plus, and this is really nice if you are looking for something that's gonna make you nice and matte. This is not it. This is not gonna make you matte whatsoever. Even if you set it with powder, it's still gonna give you that luminosity, that glow. So if you are not into a glowy, dewy skin, then do not use this. So here's the product. And I am in the color light to medium, which this is a hair dark for my skin. But because this stuff definitely oxidizes, so yes, it's not gonna be perfect for my skin, so I will have to do it down my neck. But I really like this because it's good for your skin and it covers up all that redness we were talking about. Just so you guys know, this foundation I would not have normally bought, but I had the points for it at Ulta. Normally this is $38 and I got it for about $10 cheaper because I used Ulta points to get it because I did want to try it. And so if you're like, what happened to that under $30? Yeah, technically it was under $30 with points. Be smart with those points. Try out your different, makeup that you're usually normally wouldn't buy. That's usually how I go. That's what I use my points on. I'm like, ooh, new makeup, but I don't want to pay, full price. Use those points. This brush is the It Cosmetics brush, and it is Airbrush Buffing Foundation number 110. It's a really good brush. This one I actually got during one of their Ulta 21 Days of Beauty or something, one of those promotions they do where you can get like high-end product for 40 to 50% off. And I think this was one of those, if you get it 21 Days of Beauty, you get it on that day. This is one of those things. So as you can see, look, chest, neck. I live in a very cold climate right now. It's very cold here, so I actually will not be wearing this shirt out and about because it's, it's a t-shirt and it's cold here. The wind here is brutal where I live, so there's no wearing short sleeves right now. And you're like, duh, it's January, it's how it is everywhere. But here it stays winter time till May. And if you're wondering where I live, why is it always so cold there? Guess you'll have to watch the next video to find out. cliffhanger. So next, what I like to do my blush first, because sometimes I can get heavy-handed with my blush. And so before I set my makeup, if I did get too heavy-handed with my blush, I want to be able to fix it. So I will put on my blush before I put on a powder to set this foundation. So for blush, I am going to be using the e.l.f. Blush Quad, which retails for I think $6, and I am using the light quad they have, and I will be going in with this pink shade right here. This is the shade I always use. These other shades aren't bad. This corally one though is really pretty. This corally one is really nice. So, and it'll give you a lot of pigment right there. They obviously don't have names. It's the blush quad, so I'm using this pink one right here. And I am using my Sigma Large Angle Contour Brush F40. This is a nice blush brush. Just kind of stamp that on there. And you're probably like, whoa girl, it's like pink steady straight. Yes, this is why. And then I'll go in with my foundation brush and I'll just stamp it out. And it gives it, you know, you get that natural looking flushed look. And if I'd already set my face, I wouldn't have been able to do that, so. I think it's a nice little trick. I like doing it. Let's do the other side. This is a really nice blush palette if you just don't want to spend a lot of money and you want 4 different options. The option up here was a little brown, tannish kind of color. Please excuse the sounds if you can hear my child. I believe we practice being quiet. It's going well. So normally, because it's wintertime here, and because my foundation is darker, I don't really use a bronzer. But if this was during the summer and I was doing this, and for the video we're gonna do it, I use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the light bronzer. So it's this one. We all know it. We all love it. I use the lighter shade because, well, I'm pale, which I am fully okay with. Bit on the chin, carve out that jawline, cut off a few pins. I'll do some down my neck because, you know, the whole foundation being darker issue. All right, and that brush I used with the small contour F05 from Sigma. Next, so now we're finally gonna set this makeup with some powder, and the powder I've been using, and I really like it, is Model's Own, and the color I'm using is Translucent 1. I like this powder. The brush I'll be using is the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball powder brush in number 8. This is a good brush. I like the shape because you can get it under those, right under the eyes, because it has that little pointy dome shape. It's nice. So let's set this face. Children, the art of being quiet is not something they're born with, something you have to teach. It's so funny how kids are so different from when they're at daycare to when they come home. It's like, I know you don't act like this at daycare. They're like, no, we don't, but we do with you. Love ya. So next, let's do some highlight. The highlighter I'm using today is by Colourpop, and the color is in Wisp. I really like this color. It's super pretty. I think it's one of their more popular colors. It's really pretty. It has like this really nice sheen to it. It looks really bronzy on camera, but it looks really good on the skin. So, and I'm pale, so no worries, pale ladies. This will look good on your skin. And I like to this. I apply with a my finger, because with the brush it doesn't pick up the product as well. And so since I don't light, so it's gonna be crazy, but I do not wear eyeshadow with my everyday makeup look. I unfortunately just don't have time to be putting that much effort into my look. So I will pop on some highlighter on my eyelid to just give it that awake look. Now we're gonna put on some brows. This is the order I do everything. Obviously, do your order. Whatever order makes you happy. We all have our own ways of putting on makeup. We all have our own ways of applying makeup. So, all right. So I'm gonna pop on these brows. I actually use an eyeshadow for my brow color because I ran out of my eyebrow pencil that I normally use. So I've been using the Jetsetter eyeshadow in the Tarte in Bloom palette. This one right here. As you can see, I've used it a lot. It works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, and I just keep the normal shape of my eyebrows as they are and just fill them in, because I'm getting to the point where my eyebrows are starting to have a few less and less hairs each day. One thing about my brows is I wish this brow was high up like this brow, because if you look, like I'm not, okay, like this brow, like this one I can raise, this one can raise, but you know, you can tell this is the dominant brow. Look at that, this one didn't even move. This one has some muscles. This is my muscular brow. See, when else have a muscular like brow, you have a dominant brow. One brow's stronger than the other. If they were in a fight, this one would win, kind of thing. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one, but it makes me laugh. Because I'm always like, like, how do you strengthen this brow so it'll go high up like this one? I don't know if you can do this a bunch. But then this one just gets stronger because you can't stop it because it's so strong. Eyebrow problems. All right. And this brush I use for my brows is the Real Techniques brow brush. It's perfect. It's awesome. I mean, it tells you what it's for, so it better do the job, right? Okay, I'm just gonna brush through my brows really quick. All right, and at this point, I do my setting spray before I do mascara and eyeliner. I set this puppy. The setting spray I'm going to be using is the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. I got this during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, and I got it for $16 for the normal size. 16. It's regular 32, and I got it for 16, which is the only time I will purchase this, because it's a cult favorite. Everyone loves it, but it's $32. I don't know. I just couldn't justify it, so here we are. So let's set it, shall we? It's the one I use every day because, for one, I don't do touch-ups during the day. I don't have time to do touch-ups on my makeup. So I need it to last from when I'm usually done with my makeup, about 6:30 in the morning, to 5:30 at night when I get home. So, and then I take it off when I get home, but I don't have time to do touch-ups, so this is good stuff. I will say it does make your makeup last, but like I said, I try to keep everything affordable, and if I do buy something that is in the pricier range, I try to buy it when it's on sale or if I have points. It's just how I roll. Next, we're gonna curl some lashes. The lash curler I use is from Brilliant Beauty. I got it off of Amazon. Really, I only got it because it's rose gold. So that's it. There was no other reason, but it works really good, so I recommend it. All right. Now let's move on to mascara. The mascara I'm using today, I love this mascara. I think it's great. The only thing I do not like about it is that it dries out so fast. So keep that in the back of your mind. It's great, but dries out fast. So this is the Loreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara in black. So I'm gonna put on some mascara, and we'll finish this video up. Like I said, silence. It's not a thing in this house. No matter how many times you discuss it, up to the very last second, it's just not happening. I also use this on the bottom lashes. No. See? That's what happens when I talk. Well, there enough. It's not working out. Last but not least, I like to put on some eyeliner in my bottom waterline, and the color I actually use is from the Tarte in Bloom palette once again. So, because I was in the situation where I ran out of eyeliner and just picked a darker eyeshadow out of here, and the shadow I use is called Smokeshow. I'll just put that in the waterline. The brush I'm using is the Sigma Winged Liner E06 brush, and it's really awesome, guys. If you have trouble doing winged eyeliner up here, this is a great brush to practice with, because look at the point on it. It's nice. It is really nice. So, and it's dense. Dense. It's not gonna dent your eye. It's not gonna do that. So. And I'm just gonna go in and stamp it. One thing I do at the end of when I'm done with this part is I will take a makeup wipe and the makeup wipes I use for this, I have certain ones I use for my face, and I have certain ones I use for wiping off the foundation lips. And it is the Equate Beauty Sensitive Wipes. These actually I get at Walmart, and they're great, and they're cheap. They're like $3 something, I believe. I'm gonna say they're like $3 or $4. You get 40 of them, so they're great. But I will say they're great at taking off face makeup. Do not use these on your eyes. They will burn them. They irritate my eyes so bad and they burn. That's the only downside of them. So I've had to keep buying my pricier. They're not super pricier, but they don't come in full packs of 40, that's for sure. I use the simple makeup wipes to get my eye makeup off, and simply because these burn my eyes. I don't know if they burn everybody's eyes, but for me they did, and so. And at this point, I will find a lip balm and put on, or something hydrating, because my lips get so dry here, in a place that you'll learn about in my future videos if you keep watching. So anyway, that's the finished look. And this will last me all day. Like I said, don't have time to do touch-ups at the job I work at, so here we are. It's gotta last, and it does. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If anyone is watching, thanks. It's my first video, so give me a break, okay? Never done this before. Anyway, but thank you guys so much. If you appreciate this kind of thing, just a laid back, relaxed atmosphere, if you enjoy affordable beauty, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Obviously my videos are gonna get a little more intense. I'm actually gonna use eyeshadow, I promise. It's just, you know, this is my everyday look, and I don't use eyeshadow every day. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.